April 15th, 2013, and it's Marathon Day in Boston. And while everyone is going so good, until 2 pressure cooker bombs explode, killing 3 people in the process and injuring hundreds. This was the Boston Marathon bombing, and this is a recreational documentary talking about the bombing, in which we will ask, how did it happen? Why did it end in tragedy? And what was the motive behind this heinous crime? And to answer those questions, we ask how, what, and why there was blood on the finish line. April 15th, 2013. There, hell would break loose. The Boston Marathon bombing was a terrorist attack that happened on April 14th, 2013, in which 2 brothers, Tamerlan and Dzhokhar Tsarnaev, planted 2 pressure cooker bombs near the finish line of the Boston Marathon. Now, if you excuse me, I have to run this marathon because I need to be participating. Now, before we can get into details, let me introduce you to the people behind it. This is Tamerlan and Dzhokhar Tsarnaev, 2 brothers from Boston. But it begins all the way with Tamerlan. He was a professional boxer who had dreams to become a representative of the United States in the Olympics. He was also a husband and father to 1 girl. But to Tamerlan's dream, well, it crashed under 1 rule change from the Olympics. Come on, number 2763, move it! Move them legs! Come on! Oh, I didn't see you there. I'm currently watching the marathon right now, but still. Even though that Tamerlan Tsarnaev's dreams to becoming a boxer were actually very promising, his entire luck would be changed once the Olympics announced brand new rules that broke Tamerlan Tsarnaev's heart and love for boxing. The Olympics then announced that in order to represent the US, you need to be a citizen. And this is horrible news for Tamerlan because he isn't a citizen. Both brothers were of Chechen and Avar descent from Dagestan, which used to be a part of the former USSR. And Tamerlan was born there, and well, he gives up in a fury and begins to focus all of that rage and revenge into his religion, Islam. Tamerlan then spent a few days in Dagestan and became radicalized. And when he returned to the United States, he became super radicalized that he tells his brother Dzhokhar, nicknamed Jahar, about it. And the 2 hatch a plan by attacking the upcoming Boston Marathon. And so they gathered the materials and built 2 pressure cooker bombs. And years later, 2013 comes, and the day of the marathon has arrived. Boston Marathon right now. And just, moments ago, the brothers had already finished making their pressure cooker bombs. Right now they're about to place them on this sidewalk, this exact sidewalk that I'm imaginarily standing on right now. But in a few moments later, once the person crosses the finish line, and once a few more people try to become the runner-up, 2 bombs will explode. This was all a revenge arc planted by both Tamerlan and Dzhokhar, who were both Chechen and Dagestani descent. After being radicalized, they are now extremists. April 15th. The crowd is going nuts over the marathon, and the brothers are walking to their spots, blending in with the crowd. Tamerlan places his backpack containing the bomb near the finish line, and Jokar places his a short distance away. And it's only a matter of time before they both detonate.
Yes! Come on! Come on, come on, come on, let's go, let's go, let's go! Come on, hurry up, hurry up! Oh yeah. After the two brothers had fled, the marathon continued to go on without any circumstances or without any tragedies whatsoever. And after the marathon, two winners emerged for both male and female. Lelisa de Cisaventi and Rita Jacob. Both of them were African American descent, or African American, if I'm not sure. But then, after the two had won, two more things had begun. Wow, that rhymes.
And well, eventually, the bombs explode. And in the process, 3 people died. 8-year-old Martin Richard, 23-year-old Chinese national Lingji Lu, and 29-year-old Crystal Campbell. And among the 3 deaths, hundreds were injured by shrapnel, and well, the brothers flee.
As you can see right now, the bombs had already exploded, causing so much damage into the area of the Boston Marathon. And well, fortunately, this chaos, 4 people died. And 3 people died. And 200 were injured. Some injuries were not fatal.
Dear God.
Yo, dude, what's up? I came up to the microphone. But anyways, I went to ask the corn dog or some sort. I don't know. I was probably by a pizza shop. I don't know, but anyways, I heard actually you said that Ricky was participating in the Boston Marathon. I was thinking, by the way, I heard that he was going. God damn! What happened to Ricky?
On my left, fellow, don't off.
Okay. 911. Somebody call 911. Somebody give me my phone.
I have some though.
Some injuries were very fatal, and this was the damaging turning point.
Days later, the FBI searched through the CCTV footage and found the bombers. And then they decided not to release the photos but release the CCTV footage. And well, eventually Reddit users begin accusing random strangers as the bombers and begin piling the hotline to the FBI with anonymous tips. And I quote unquote actually. And eventually the FBI gave in and released them, just enough for the brothers who saw the news to flee.
Hello there. I am the director of the Federal Bureau of Investigation. And what I'm here to tell you something involving recent events tied to the 2013 Boston Marathon bombing. We have received countless of anonymous tips from people who believe that they have found the person responsible. I am here to announce that those responses are unfortunately false. So right here, on my side here, these are the actual photos of the people responsible for this heinous act. We will do everything to find you, no matter what it takes. And if you are the one hearing this, in the words of our president, we will find you. We will catch you. And we have no mercy against you. Very interesting. Yeah. Hey, right now, after the brothers witnessed everything, they decided to flee from Boston to another area in Massachusetts. But before they decided to leave, they decided to do one final act of violence in this entire marathon. Yeah, that's right, folks. This entire incident took multiple days, but until it ended on April 19th. So let's talk more about April 18th, because that's when things really start to happen.
April 18th, 2013. The brothers are now driving near the MIT campus, and they decided to steal a gun from a police officer. And well, they find one. 27-year-old Sean Collier, who's doing a night patrol. And well...
I beg your pardon, sir.
What's up, dude?
I know.
The brothers aim their guns and kill Collier. Jokar then attempted to steal his gun, but Collier's gun was locked in place, and so they had to skip the gun. Then they steal a Mercedes-Benz SUV belonging to Chinese national Danny Ming. And while Tamerlan drives Jokar's Honda Civic, and Jokar drives the stolen SUV with Meng held hostage. Then they go to a gas station to gas up, and Meng manages to escape and call 911.
Dude. Now I'm gonna have to wait here in this gas station because the telephone is dead. Oh yeah, by the way, how much are those Kinder Buenos? Because I would like to, I'm just gonna go get them. Oh, hey there. So Meng had sent an anonymous tip to the Boston, Massachusetts Police Department, in which he told them that the Zarnid brothers were now hijacking the stolen SUV that belonged to Meng. Right now, it's already late, early in the morning, at midnight, and well, another violent act from the Zarnid brothers would happen.
April 19th, Watertown. Two police officers were tailgating both the SUV and the Honda Civic, when all of a sudden, Tamerlan exits and opens fire at the cops. Then the cops call for backup, and immediately it turns into a shootout. Jokar joins in by throwing pipe bombs, and in the end, only one casualty from the police officers was lost. Dennis Simmons, who died from his wounds in 2014.
Keep it! We need it!
Oh, hey there. Right now, currently, there's a shootout here in the area of Watertown, as after the Boston Police Department found the Zarnid brothers in the stolen SUV, Tamerlan stopped the car and opened fire at two unsuspecting cops. There, well, the cops immediately got out of their cars and started opening fire onto the two brothers. And while they were firing, they immediately called backup to the Watertown area, in which eventually, eventually they managed to take the Zarnid brothers, well, cornered, and well, Jesus, oh my gosh, and well, they are slowly, this is literally like the North Hollywood shootout right now, and oh my god. And Jokar also threw some pipe bombs that he built while Tamerlan continued to fire, which was very scary to some police officers. But eventually, along the chaos, they eventually managed to take down Tamerlan Zarnid, and well, unfortunately, one officer was lost, Dennis Simmons, who died in 2014.
And well, Tamerlan gets wounded, and they try to arrest him, but Jokar reversed the SUV, accidentally running him over. And that person who ran over, Tamerlan, who was badly wounded, but in custody. And eventually, Tamerlan died from his wounds, and Jokar managed to escape and enter into a backyard and onto a tarped boat by hiding inside.
Right now, it's in the middle of the night. Currently walking down the street right now because, well, let me tell you something. After Tamerlan got run over by the SUV, Jokar took it and immediately jumped out of the SUV and leaped into the fence of a backyard in which he hid behind a boat which was covered by a tarp. But the boat owner is very cautious about how he keeps his boat because when he came out, he noticed the tarpaulin was removed.
Hours later, the owner of the boat noticed the tarp is open, and well, he looks inside and it's Jokar. And the owner called the police, and they immediately went in and aimed their guns at the boat, firing shots to make sure he isn't armed. And well, Jokar was arrested, and after he surrendered, and days later, he was sent to jail. And when in trial, he was given the death penalty. And as of 2026, he is currently on death row, as of now.
But yet again, this was it. And the date was April 19th, 2013. With the last Zarnay brother captured, the reign of terror was finally over.
So yes, you just watched Disasters of Yesteryear, Season 4, Episode 1. And by that, we say good night, good luck, and good morrow. And thanks for watching Disasters of Yesteryear, obviously again, Season 4, Episode 1.